Eze was not born with a big head. His head grew bigger as he got older. When he turned 3, his head was already the size of 3 footballs. His parents took him to see 3 different doctors, but they all said that he was okay and no abnormality was found in his brain. Eze lived a normal life with no significant health issues. He played with his childhood friends like any other normal kid. But things changed when he turned 20. People started making mockery of his head. He became shy and withdrawn. Whenever he appeared among his peers, his head would be the only thing very visible in the environment. Eze's parents saw how sad he was and took him to a popular herbalist. When they got there, they saw other people with different types of abnormality. The herbalist would boil his client's hair inside a mixture of herbs and gave the liquid to them to drink. Immediately they took the liquid, the abnormality started normalizing instantly like magic. It reached Eze's turn. The herbalist mixed some herbs inside the big pot and cut out some hair from Eze's big head. As soon as the herbalist dropped the hair inside the pot exploded. The herbalist told Eze and his mom to leave because Eze's head was so strong and there was nothing she could do to help. Sadly, Eze left with his mom. It came to the king's notice that some villagers has been captured by thieves in the neighboring village. He requested for 10 youths to volunteer to bring the villagers to safety from the hands of the thieves. Eze heard this and immediately volunteered himself to save the villagers. He appeared before the king with 11 other youths, who also volunteered. The king saw Eze and became uncomfortable. He said to him, "Eze, please, this is not one of your childhood hide-and-seek games. I'm afraid you can't compete with that head." Other youths busted out, laughing, and Eze left the venue disappointed. After 24 hours, information reached the village that the youths sent out to find the captured villagers have also been captured. Eze braced himself up and refused to take no for an answer. He refused to let his condition belittle him. He took his catapult and ran off to the neighboring village. Luckily, he saw the enemies from a far distance. They were 3 armed men with local hunting guns. Eze climbed a tall tree and aimed at the men with his catapult. His brilliant shot was able to bring the men down. He quickly rushed and opened the cage for the captured youths and villagers to come out. The youths hailed Eze as they reached the village. With a pitiful eye, the king apologized to Eze, and as compensation he gave him a honorary title. Few days later, Eze's head became so heavy for his neck to carry, as it continued to double in size. The king summoned the village priestess to find a cure for Eze. The priestess disclosed that Eze's condition was caused by overdose of a concussion his mom took when she was trying to conceive. The concussion was made by a strong ancient herbalist. The priestess suggested that Eze marries the king's daughter, as they have a natural healing power in their lineage, and they tend to heal whoever they bond with. The king urged the princess to marry Eze, but she refused. He said to her, "Eze is a noble man and strong man. He brought our youths and villagers to safety from the hands of thieves." The princess replied, "Of course he would. Any man would surrender at the sight of Eze's head." Frustrated, Eze told the king to let the princess be, as he will go in search of the herbalist that prepared the concussion his mom took. The king instructed 2 guards to follow Eze on his journey. Eze reached the home of the herbalist, but he learned that she passed away years ago, and the only person that could help them, the son of the herbalist, lived in the next village. Eze rode off to the next village with his royal guards. His neck was in so much pain because he has not rested his head on something for hours. They met the son of the herbalist, and he directed them to an ancient tree that its fruit has the cure to all herb-related problems. The tree was located in the middle of a dangerous river. Wasting no time, Eze arrived at the river. The environment echoed sinister. The 2 guards waited at the shore while Eze sailed towards the tree. He climbed the tree, stretched out his hand and plucked one fruit. He turned to climb down, but the weight of his head pulled him down towards the river. Breathing heavily with a pounding heart, he quickly grabbed a weak branch which couldn't sustain the weight of his tiny body and big head. The branch broke off. Eze said his last prayer and fell into the river. The river swallowed his body, but luckily for him, his head was too stubborn to sink below the water. He managed to swim towards his boat and sailed out safely to the shore with the fruit in his hand. He sank his teeth into the juicy fruit and instantly he regained a normal head size. End of my story. Like and follow my page.